have George Wright on the line. George Wright is the former member of parliament for Central Westmoreland. Good evening, Mr. Wright.
Good evening, my brother, and good evening to all the
Hi,
listeners.
Mr. Wright. Are you going to be running again, sir?
Yes, sir. If God give me the strength.
You are interested in contesting the election in 2020, 29, 2030.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. And what do you think your chances are then?
Well, I think I have a pretty good chance in winning that election.
Yes.
Yes, because of the representation that I would have given to the people here, and based on what took place, it wasn't far away in 2025.
Yeah.
It was way over 8,000 votes.
Fantastic. Mr. Wright, I don't want to take you off why you called, but you would have done an evaluation of your performance and your loss in the last election. Um, without saying what it is, would you have recognized why you lost?
Yes, I would have recognized a few mishaps, and we just need to get it straight and get back on track.
Well, fantastic. And you believe that you have the support of the party in running come 2030. You have the support of the party.
Yes, I do.
Well, that's fantastic. You did well based on what I learned, and therefore we wish you all the best. Mr. Wright,
Yes,
you have a few concerns you would want to raise.
wait, yes, I have a few concerns as it relates to the demolish there in Trelawney.
Oh yes.
But there's something that I would really love to know. I don't know if you can help me with this one because I've seen similar thing playing out here in Westmoreland, and I'm very concerned also.
What you saying to me?
But go ahead.
No, I'm shocked that you say that, sir.
All right. So I want to ask you: do you know if when that land was sold, if were there any persons living on the land?
Matsik, member Harry, Scratchy, can you help?
Yes, sir. There was people living on the land when it was sold, but it wasn't fully inhabited by the amount of families that are living there now.
I have okay. Thanks for that. But I have a lot of concern now because hearing all of the demolishment that would have taken place back then from in the 2020 and the demonstration and all of that and all that was said that was said by persons in high standard where some words were being used, security issues and land devaluation and all of that. I don't know if you could expound on that, but in my thinking, I mean, some lands, there are persons that should not be. This is my thinking, how I assess the argument.
Yes.
That some persons are not qualified to be on certain lands. If you would have go back to 2020,
when you say not qualified, what you mean? Who you talking about? Not qualified?
They were saying that if they don't get rid of those squatters, it would cause certain concerns here. And two of those concerns that struck me was security concerns and also the land would have been devalued.
Okay, but do Mr. Wright, do you understand though that the people occupying the land were not supposed to be on it?
I'm not talking on. Yes, I understand, but I'm not talking on that land, and I'm talking back in 2020.
Oh,
When I was no, is it 2020? I would have to get back on my no, not 2020.
let us be clear. We are speaking about Cooper's Pen here.
No, there was another piece of land up in Kingston near to Mona, where the demonstration took place.
Oh yes,
And I understand that the opposition leader and his mother was captured there in the demonstration.
Yes, sir.
Sir John Golden property.
Yes.
Remember that the demonstration started back then, right?
Yes, sir. But I want you. So what is the link? What is the link to Cooper's Pen?
No, the link is that they were saying that those squatters, which would have been our locals, Jamaican, they were concerns, security concerns of those concerns, and also the land would have been devalued.
Were those legitimate concerns?
Well, that is what was said. In what?
Talking about the demonstration by Mark Golden and his mother, about the Sir John Golden and his squatters,
right,
were positioned close by Mark.
In other words, then seeing us here that not we are those persons were not tapaнаris to be there, so because they were not tapaнаris.
No. But Mr. Wright, I don't know that would be fair to say when it comes on to people living on land that they are not supposed to be. It has nothing to do with whether they are tapaнаris or not. Once you find yourself on people's land, you're a squatter. No matter if you're a tapaнаris. I don't think classism.
No, I'm wondering also if those lands were pre-owned then, or was it a land that was sold to these people? How did those persons get on the land in the first place?
Which one? Mona or Cooper's Pen?
The land in Kingston, I would assume.
I don't know how they got on it.
All right, let us fast track from
What is all right, that's what I highlighted that Mango is a man of convenience. Mango is a man of convenience, political convenience. That's what he's trying to highlight.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
All right, so I can give you a little rundown on Westmoreland right now. Just a little rundown, right? There's a lot of informal settlements here.
In your constituency.
Right.
Oh.
And I can recall about in 2016 election, then I think it was Portia Simpson-led administration. They have persons coming around here in Westmoreland in the informal settlement era, giving the people certificates to say that they are the owner of the land.
You mean certificate of ownership?
Yes, certificate.
So are these certificates legal documents?
No.
So what do they value?
Because they value nothing. I just think it was just, to me, in my personal view, I think it was just a scam. And I campaign on those as well because I let the people them know that these certificates cannot take them nowhere. Cannot take them nowhere. And some of these areas now, the government have a program which, they are doing the evaluation of these lands and issuing titles Just that the title had not been issued, but a lot of these areas has been surveyed, and persons were written up to get their title.
So when the government gives you a certificate, thank you for this, Mr. Wright. When the government gives you a certificate of possession, it literally means what?
As I said, it was a general election, and they tried to give something. This is how I interpret it, because there's no way that person can live on land for a period of time, over 30, 50 years, and you just come to give them a certificate. And most of these persons would have destroyed those certificates because they cannot go anywhere.
Geneva,
Please,
All right. So my understanding is that there's a document circulating on the internet. The certificate, SCJ Holdings.
Mhm.
The former chairperson for SCJ Holdings was Donna Scott Matley. Donna Scott Matley has signed the certificate issuing to persons during closer to the election in 2015. So it was a way to kind of fool or trick the people and say them at own land, in a sense. You understand?
yes.
But what was the chairman at that time? She was the chairman at the time for SCJ Holdings. This certificate means absolutely nothing, and they are not legal in any way, shape, or form. You can't carry them go to court. But it was a way of encouraging these persons to vote People's National Party. That is all it was.
Oh boy. Wow. So Mr. Wright, what is happening in your constituency now as far as informal settlements are concerned? How are you handling that matter?
Well, as I said, the government have a program now. Once you are living there for 12 years, which persons are living there for their lifetime, over 40, 50 years. There are some areas now that have been identified, and the government is moving ahead to regularize these areas. And the regularization has started here in Westmoreland Central.
When you were member of Parliament, were you able to make any progress with that? You have cited it as a
Yes,
major.
yes, I make representation and on this and the people's behalf, and the government would have asked now to submit all these areas, which I did submit all the areas that persons were squatting. So just that it takes a time, and then we reaping the fruits now. But it has started way back from about 2021, 22, thereabout.
George, how do you think the Jamaica should approach this whole matter of land ownership, which is a problem that spans both administration? You have thought about it. How you think that it can be resolved?
Well, as I said, the government is moving fast ahead, right across Jamaica in regularizing these land space. I think that is the best way forward, and that also can, help to bring growth and development to the country. Because if persons own their own land, it can help them in every way, shape, or form. And also they will be paying their taxes for their land. So it will be a benefit to Jamaica.
Fantastic.
In getting them regularized.
Let me take you down to Cooper's Pen for a little though. When you heard of this matter, were you aware that the People's National Party were so involved in it at the matter of the court? Were you aware?
No, I wasn't aware of that. It's just since everything broken out now, I get to understand that it's a thing. thing that was there from, I think, what, 2020, 2000,
Yeah.
what year did it start?
More than 20 years. Mr.
Yes.
Wright, you have sat in the Jamaican Parliament. And you have aspiring again to be a parliamentarian. When you heard a member of the parliament telling Jamaicans to chop the line, how did you feel about it?
I feel very bad, and it's just unfortunate that one who represent the people in one of the highest office of this land would give such a statement. I mean, it is bad. It is bad.
Miss Marissa Dalrymple Philibert, Mr. Wright, describe the current crop as a new breed. When you were in Parliament, sir, did you? Well, you were there with
nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
It is a new breed. It is a new breed.
And
I've watched Parliament over the years, and I've never seen or heard of anything of the sort.
Wow. Mr. Wright, the party has called for Mr. Isaac Buchanan's resignation. Do you think that it will happen?
No. Because why I think no is because until this day, the leader of the opposition has not come out to condemn his action or nothing. And it is surprising to me, because then I remember when Dennis Meadows would have made similar utterances.
Yes.
And he was being sanctioned.
He was removed in 24 hours, sir.
Yes.
But I guess the party was seeking power at the time. It was all about the election, eh?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Wright, you said to me earlier that you are very much going forward in Central Westmoreland. Tell us about the recovery efforts there. Pre Hurricane Melissa. How are the people doing?
Well, they are coping now. Just that there are quite a few persons who are still, did not get to be assessed, and some persons are still struggling. But I think that the government will give some assistance. And I think also persons who have not get assessed, they could go down to the NIS and get signed up, not on the Melissa grant, but there's also other grants that they can sign up for to get assistance.
You are the caretaker, Mr. Wright. To what extent are you able to garner resources to help?
Well, there are a lot of persons who, not from the government though, but there are a lot of persons who still giving aid. So I would have been called by several persons to at least identify some areas that they could go and visit and give some things, which that is ongoing.
And finally, Mr. Wright, you have a chance now to speak to these people of Central. Before you go there, how is the Member of Parliament doing in your view up to this point? Is he up to the task?
No. In my estimation, missing in action.
Where is he? At the bar?
I couldn't say.
Well, one of his friends did say that he's a man that probably visit. But you what are the key needs of Central Westmoreland that you think need to be focused on? And if you are given a chance in the next 3 to 4 years, that's what you'll be focused on. What are those needs?
Roads, light, water, same regularization of lands, and creating jobs.
Creating jobs?
Yes, creating jobs opportunity.
Somebody's asking me to what a question to ask of Mr. Wright. Finally, for me, Mr. Wright, I made a point earlier that the type of politics that the PNP practices is very different from that of the Jamaica Labour Party. The PNP practices a very aggressive on the ground politics that I think the Labour Party could learn a little bit from. How are you building up towards taking on the PNP in another 3 to 4 years, which is not far, sir. How is your on the ground machine and team, and are you ready for the local elections?
Well, we are, doing all what it takes to, cross the line. And I personally always be on the ground. I mean, you probably would have heard that, trying to assist persons when I can, where I can. And that just getting in touch, with the different ministries to highlight things, but also to stakeholders to see if we can get things for persons who are very much in need. But very much visible and doing the work that need to take us across the line.
Uh-huh. I've been a little concerned, you see, Mr. Wright, that a caretaker virtually have no resources to help from the state. The member of parliament becomes the member of parliament, and everything flows through him. The caretaker really, if the caretaker is to get any assistance to people, it has to be from their own resources. How you manage?
Well, as I said before, you have a lot of persons who give a little assistance here and there, and they know the work of their former member of parliament, so they have no doubt, in giving assistance or making things happen.
And how is the party doing in the West there, Mr. Wright? Westmoreland is now literally locked down by the People's National Party, Central, West, and East. How is the party doing over there?
Which party?
Your party.
Well, a lot of development taking place, and there's a lot more to come, which, I mean, the government would have promised. And, when the Jamaica Labour Party government promises things, it's not just putting it in the pipeline, but there will be action.
Yeah. Anyway, it's all right. Anything else on your mind that you want to highlight? I probably took you off track.
I just want to let you know that I'm very much concerned about those persons. Sorry for them over there in Trelawney, and hoping the best for them. And also to let you know that there's a lot of development poised for Westmoreland. Where we'll see a new airport.
Yes.
Also, there'll be expansion on the hospital.
Yes.
And there'll be a new wing, and also the NE will be expanded.
Lovely.
And we have a nice police headquarters that will I would put it to the first in January of next year.
What you saying to me?
Maybe in December.
Lovely.
That will be open. So quite a few things happening here in Westmoreland.
Yeah, and you're going to.
I can tell you though.
Okay, go ahead.
During my time, there are several of the hope houses that I would have gonna, get them on board, get them approved, and, just for contractors to be awarded now and having them build. We have some building right now as we speak, and we have the Spark Roads ongoing right now. So a lot of things happening. I mean,
Yeah.
probably seems in a slow pace, but things are happening here in Westmoreland.
Mr. Wright.
As it relates to... Go ahead.
I'm sorry about that, sir. Go ahead. You complete your thought.
As it relates to program that I had prior.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, sir, that I'm very proud of you as a, I've followed your career. I I took particular note in your career, sir, and I really think that you're a fine man, and I was very disappointed when you did not get a chance to continue the work there in central Westmoreland. I think the politics would do well with someone like you that have a heart to serve people, and that's what I see from you. Despite the challenges that you would have had, you have bounced back and you have represented the people quite well, and I wish you well, sir. I think Jamaica and the people of Central St. James would do well to give you another opportunity to serve them, because I get from you that that's all you want to do. Serve the people, and you love them and you want to serve them, sir.
Yeah, so correct, sir.
Yes.
And thanks, sir. Yeah.
Take care of yourself, sir.
So very, very much.
Very good, very good. You notice his humility and his heart. Very, very much in touch with the people. Bye, Mr. George Wright. Yeah. Gigi, you've been waiting, man.
Hey, Neva, what's up?
What you doing? Yeah.
Not too bad. Under the pressure at work, as usual.
Yeah. You don't agree that Mr. Wright sound like a man that just want to serve his people?
Yeah, sound humbled. That's a good trait to have.
Yeah.
When you're serving people.
That is good. That's all you need to do, sir. Just to be there for the people. You need to be there for the people. A lot of people come across with them big old words and them this and then that, sir, but them only are interested in themselves. Jesus came down, sir, as a humble servant and did so well in serving the people. Want to wish Mr. Wright all the best. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, neighbor. So I would have expounded on that so-called certificate from his former chairman that had signed. And to be very honest, when I saw it, I have no drop Miss Donna Scott back to a next level, because I thought she was a little bit different from the rest.
But why would you personalize Donna Scott though? Because isn't she part of an institution?
Yeah, but sometimes you tend to want to separate based on how people...
No, sir. I think there are some institutions, sir, that they're like cults, and that's the thinking of the organization that you're carrying out.
Whilst I understand that, neighbor, there's still independent thought, and she had expressed at one time, even when she was campaigning on behalf of Lisa Hanna to being the party leader, she was even describing Mark Bolin as somebody being unworthy. So, I mean, when she had done that, I was kind of, I mean, she seemed to have some gall. But having seen some of the things though that she has done since he has become the party leader, taking up leadership role, highlighting how unfit Margolin is as a leader, because she had to be the one to present to the Ghana president their thoughts from their side, because he couldn't present what Donna Scott Madley had presented. He couldn't have done that. Right? Because it would be contrary to even his presence or his looks. So, I mean, or his history or his background.
Yes.
So those are things that are embarrassing to even people's national public. They don't even realize that, Those are things that are fully fledged embarrassing. As a nation, you have a black president coming here to visit, and the opposition leader cannot make a presentation.
Was he on the island? I don't think he was.
I could hear less neighbor.
Uh-huh.
He knew about these visits before. He took away himself conveniently. These things are not, they don't just come up tomorrow, you know. These things are planned and noted way ahead of time. You understand?
Uh-huh.
So it is convenient for him to take away himself. Because he know he couldn't do what she did.
Tell me something, Gigi. What do you make of the scandal, I think, coming out of the Cooper's Hill land saga, as far as the court, the way the matter was handled in the court? How do you
It's typical PNP modus operandi. That's how they operate.
And I just so we say it's typical PNP and we just move on.
But it is something you have to remember. They have a socialist mentality in neighbor. You have to try to remember that, you know. They have a socialist mentality. You have to bear that in mind. The social aspect, you get the better of them every single time. Because that's how they want to rule as a socialist. Because if a man own a piece of land or a certain amount of land, they feel that he should own that amount of piece of land. If you as a doctor neighbor, if you work $50,000, then fee say you're not supposed to work $50,000. You should work 10,000 like the regular garbage man. It's a socialist mentality. So it is their boards of.
And so are you telling me that the ideology of the PNP, which seemed to have shifted a bit to the market in the 90s, that deep in them blood, they're not true? They wasn't true?
No, but that's what I'm saying. It has always come to the fore, the socialist mentality. It has come to the fore numerous times. And part of socialism, you know, people need to understand is control, where only a few benefit.
Yeah.
You understand?
But they are opposition. They are opposition. Opposition, Gigi. And I'm going to ask you the question I asked a previous caller. In the context of where Jamaica is going, how do you see the PNP's position, and how are they either helping or hurting Jamaica's progress?
Well, they're not too much hurting Jamaica's progress. They're hurting themselves as a party. Because what you even realize now, Mark Bolin can't even keep him on presidency for the next election. He's going to be contested. You understand? So if there's trouble inside the party, what else you expect?
I get the feeling. I get the feeling, I must tell you, that the party is very concerned that the Jamaica Labour Party is heading for a fourth consecutive term, and it is making them anxious and panicking.
All right, so that is why you asked a question earlier about why it don't seem like we have settled down, because they are attempting. They know that time is against them. The main players, they are the leaders now. Between the Mark, the Bunting, the Dayton, time is running out on them. Especially, I believe, in all of this, neighbor. Best believe, Peter Bunting is behind all of this, because Peter Bunting wants to be the leader more than anything else.
At 70?
It's an obsession.
At 70 years old, sir? How old is Bunting?
Look here now. Look here, the man has an obsession to become the Prime Minister. It's an obsession. It's an obsession. So guess what? As I say,
he no good of your man. He must know one good of your man, sir. Because time is running out on them, and that is why they are trying to. No.
They are trying to create this so-called instability by coming out with all sorts of something.
That will never that will never happen, sir. You're not gonna live long. That will never.
Yeah, because it never happen because guess what? Andrew play chess, not checkers.
Uh-huh.
Andrew play chess, and don't believe say Andrew now watch them,
Yes.
Don't believe Andrew now watch them. You understand? A chess that man play. That man don't play checkers.
Uh-huh. Why I tell you.
They can go and farm the fool. Let me tell you how me think how serious me think Andrew as a leader or a person where very politically savvy. I believe that Andrew will even step down for the next Jamaica Labour Party if he win. If it is found that he's unpopular.
No, he's not unpopular at all, as a matter of fact.
I'm just saying, if he finds that, if that ever to happen, that's what I'm trying to say.
I told the listeners earlier that our early projection sees him increasing his stature by year 3. Solid for the 4th term. I have to run though, Gigi. Time is against.
All right. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself too. Chops Media, how are you? Hello.
Greetings to you, neighbor.
Good greetings to you. Do you think that the party is going to replace George Wright, sir, in Central?
I beg pardon, sir?
Do you think the party is going to replace George Wright in Central?
I am not sitting at that table where those decisions are made, neighbor. Unfortunately.
Would you support him?
George Wright?
Yes.
I support anybody that the party sanctions. I think George Wright is one of the persons that the party sanctions.
You're a great political strategist. Anyway, you are from the Deputy Speaker's constituency.
Absolutely, sir.
He had a treat there. Tell us about it.
Very well attended, as usual. It's a yearly treat, as you have seen in other constituencies leading up to back to school, where most constituencies would have, get mobilized support and host an event to sort of give support for kids throughout the constituency. The unique things about Central St. James is this geographical location, which is in the city of Montego Bay. And as such, it would have given support not just to persons within St. James Central, but the neighboring constituencies of South St. James, East Central, West Central, and sometimes in constituencies as far back as North Trelawney, sometimes, and Westmoreland and Hanover. You'll find people coming in trying to get support because of where we are. And this year it was an overwhelming success in terms of the crowd support and the amount of persons there.
One of the things I'm hearing, Mr. Chops, is that a number of constituencies are beginning to contact their members of parliament who are in similar positions to Cooper's Pen, so that there is interest with people who are living on land that doesn't belong to them. Do you think this is affecting residents in Central, in the Deputy Speaker's constituency, and that probably would have driven the turnout at the treat?
The treat. So there is 2 events that we had recently back to back. The treat was on Saturday, and on Friday we would have hosted another community, 2 community meetings. The latter one on Friday would have been with the Ministry of National Housing Trust, where persons would have been meeting with the trust for this is about the 4th or 5th time. And as you might know, St. James Central is about 77% informal communities.
Wow.
Meaning the same situation that exists in Cooper's Pen in terms of persons occupying lands that are not their own exist at a rate of about 70% in St. James Central.
Wow.
Now, the good thing about it is that, and of course, there's the same unique appearance exists there. Some of the lands are owned by government and some are owned by private persons as well. The good thing is that the discussion and negotiation with both government entities and individuals who hold large parcels of land in the space occupied by residents, those discussions have started long ago. And we had a meeting on Friday, which is a day or two after Cooper's Pen. But that meeting was scheduled long before. Matter of fact, we've had about 4 or 5 meetings before. And those meetings were to offer support. I think it started out, we had meeting with HAJ and subsequently with NHT. Those are the 2 main organizations within government that deal specifically with lands in those areas. What has happened so far as it relates to those meetings is that persons would have been given an opportunity to pay a certain amount of money to secure their titles. Now, bear in mind that what makes this different from what occur in Cooper's Pen neighbor is that the negotiation and discussion and payment for regularization did not occur with some politician or a political organization. Those discussions, though they were hosted and initiated by a politician, they were held with government agencies.
Yes.
Who are the legitimate owners of those lands. And additionally, discussions were held with other holders of lands who were not government, they were private individuals who hold large parcels of land that were occupied. I'll give you a little bit. There's a significant piece of land that is owned by a gentleman that is being occupied by members in the constituency. And through long and hard negotiation with the member of parliament and the landholder, they would have given the member of parliament about 10 or 15 acres, close to 20 acres of that land